Hello.
Hey, we're looking to speak with Cassie.
This is her.
Hey. Sorry, I sound weird there.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Cassie. Good morning.
Hi, Cassie.
Hey.
Good morning. Who is this?
This is a whole radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hey.
Wait, do you know the show?
I kind of what is happening?
Well,
Cool.
This is a second date update. We heard that you went out recently to drinks with one of our listeners named
Hey.
Jason, I'm not going to say that, an old coworker of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't read that.
I can read it.
I can read it.
Yeah. But why answer like that?
I feel like that's kind of between him and me.
Well, he is clueless. So I don't think anything is between you and him.
Yeah, we heard that you guys went out the other day, and we just want to know how it went from your perspective.
Like, were you excited?
You have a good time?
I mean, I guess the date was okay, but I just feel like I don't know. There's just more of a me and him thing to talk about.
What do you mean?
What is?
Well, I've been putting it off because I don't really know how to say it to him.
Oh, my
and-
God. Have you had a crush on him for years and you finally want to tell him?
No.
Oh,
It's that's not what I got.
smash
But
that one down.
There's definitely one thing that you are pinpointing.
Trying to be
Like
optimistic.
there's something that he did wrong?
I mean, I think he should know.
Oh, no,
He
he
should know.
doesn't.
Okay, look, Cassie, I normally don't do this, and we usually find out a little bit more before I tell you that he's on the phone listening.
Oh.
But he is.
Oh, we're just going to do it, huh? All right.
What?
Yeah, that's how
Hi.
it works.
Oh.
There he is.
Hi.
Hi,
Cassie.
Hi, what are you doing?
I don't know. You just haven't said anything for 6 days.
I guess.
Oh.
So, what gives? Why won't you talk to me?
I didn't appreciate your text.
Oh.
What was wrong with the text? Did I say something that was offensive? I just asked if you wanted to hang out.
It was just a text. Jason, is that really all I am to you? Just a text?
Oh.
No call, not in person, nothing,
Oh.
just a text.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't think about going beyond a text.
And that's the problem.
Jason, that's when you're supposed to say, no, you're much more than just a text to me.
Yeah, I don't want to be clingy and call
Yes.
you the day after
It's because I
the
like you
date.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did you want me to just show up at your house after us not seeing each other for that long? I just thought it would be the proper way because I wasn't sure, if you wanted another date.
Yeah. Valid.
But I feel like I deserve romance and deserve more than that. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Can I ask you again then?
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know. Can you?
Oh.
Do you have anything prepared?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No pressure here, Jason. You got this, okay?
Jason, you may want to wait and ask her later, bro. She wants
Nope,
something big.
nope, she wants it now.
Just deliver a
Guys.
super romantic question. Go ahead.
Do we have music or anything for him, or is he
He's
going
got
to do
this.
this dry?
I believe.
Oh, just let me get it out. Cassie, would you like to go out again?
What?
Jason, don't say it like that.
Oh.
It was a little.
I
Well-
mean, she set you up. She told you exactly what she needed. Romance.
Yeah.
You should have sang it.
Okay, try it again, Jason. More
Yeah.
romantic.
Okay. Cassie, do you want to go out with me again?
No. No. Add some information about why you like her.
His
and why
voice
you're
was
excited
deeper there,
about
though. You
it.
got to give him
No.
credit for that.
It did
Oh
sound
my
like it was more
God.
formal.
Yeah.
Do you hear you, Jason? It's not do you want.
What is it then?
What?
It is because I want to.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, brother.
that was cute.
But it's will you.
Is that bad or good? I don't
Is
know
this
what she's
like an
saying.
English thing where we're getting
Okay.
corrected?
If I got to say it exactly with the words that you want,
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I don't hear it from your heart.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
You
me
put-
neither.
that is from my heart. I've done it so many times. I've asked you 5 times.
Yeah. What do you want from this man, Cassie? He told us that he asked you out half a dozen times when you worked together and you turned him down every time.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize it was such a burden for you to ask me out, Jason.
No, it's not a bird. He's just not a romantic guy.
Yeah, Brooke, you didn't
Some
phrase
guys-
that very well
Did
there.
you
guys
know
have it,
she
some-
was this high maintenance?
Oh, high maintenance.
It's a pretty high maintenance,
Yeah,
Cassie.
it's not-
Can you just please stay out of our business right now? Like, it's not involving you at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
You sound like such a pleasure.
Oh.
Just saying.
We're supposed to try and
Okay.
make a romantic
Wow.
connection
I
here.
just think Jason sounds like a cool dude. You know, like he wants to hang out.
He's trying.
He's doing all the things.
Yeah, Brooke's supporting him.
Okay.
He's just
Yeah.
not Romeo.
Jason, take some of what Brooke said and use that towards Cassie now.
Cassie, do you want to go out with me? I want to go out with you a lot. I just want to know if you do.
That was the best one yet.
You put some more into that.
And he had emphasis,
Oh.
energy.
I'm going to pass.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Oh,
that.
girl rejected
You had him ask you 12 times just now, and you say no? God.
She just wasn't feeling it. She wasn't feeling it
He
like
should've
he
wrote a
really,
poem.
really meant it, and it was from the heart.
He said that he's been thinking about her on and off for the last 7
I
years.
feel like no matter what, she was going to say no.
He said, what he should have said is, I've been pondering about you deeply and romantically.
Oh,
That sounds
Don't
creepy.
you love me?
Yeah.
I think I've definitely had enough of you strangers commenting on my love life now. So I am going to hang up on you now. Bye.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
That's our only hope is if we're on the line. Now
Yeah.
what do you, Jeff?
Jason,
I feel like we should have tried harder to stop her, but I didn't feel like it.
she's exhausting.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting a lot of texts in at 78592 saying you actually dodged a bullet by
Oh, my
not
God.
seeing her again.
I'd say a whole missile.
Can you think maybe you could let it go now?
Yeah, well, I definitely don't feel like I don't think there's anything I can do with that. I think that there was no possibility, and it would have been better for her to just say no.
Now you
Now
know.
that sounded like it was from your heart.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Should we call her back
Yeah,
right
let's
now?
call her
Okay, call her back. Now you're in the mode.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kelly, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay.
How can I help you?
Well, somebody recently sent us an email about you, and I wanted to see if you had a few minutes to talk to us.
Someone sent you an email about me?
Yes.
Okay.
We do a segment we do called Second Date or Ditch. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then stop talking to them, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why.
So someone I dated emailed you. Who was it?
His name is Matt. And I wouldn't say that you guys necessarily dated, but you did meet one evening and go back to his place and mess around a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah. Yep, we know that.
We know.
So we talked to Matt a little bit after we got his email, and he told us sort of how you guys met, but he's confused why you're not calling him back. He asked us to get you on the phone and find out. That way he knows if he did something wrong.
So he asked you, or whatever. He reached out to find out.
Yes. And as we tell everybody who does these things, they're fully prepared to hear anything that you have to say.
Really?
I'll tell you what he thinks it is, okay? And then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. He thinks it's because his place wasn't ready, like, and he had boxes everywhere, and he said that he didn't have his trash set up, so there was beer cans, and so he feels like you might have thought his place was gross.
I mean, well, he did look like kind of extra homeless in there. Like,
So is that it?
I mean, no, I mean, I understand he was moving, but I mean, it was dirty. I get it.
Okay.
But, no.
Sounds like everything was fine, and you guys had chemistry and liked each other.
I mean, we did up until a certain point.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? It sounds like you think something is funny.
I have to know.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear this.
So we're there at his place, kind of having a little, make-out situation happening, and he just stops, just abruptly just stops. And I'm looking because I'm trying to figure out what happened. Did something fall? Or what's wrong? And he says, "Hold on, I want to make it all nice for you." Huh? And I'm totally confused because I'm like, "What, is he going to go make up a bed somewhere?" Mm-hmm. No, this guy says, "I want to make it all nice for you," and starts pointing down.
What is? Like he wants to put a bow on it?
What the?
I was like, it was just so weird. So he just hops up and jogs into the bathroom. And I'm sitting there waiting, like, so I hear clippers and stuff.
Oh, he's manscaping. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So he stopped your makeout session to get up and go trim his area.
Edges.
Yeah.
I guess so. He didn't come out with a new haircut, so I guess so.
What did you say to him when he came out of the bathroom?
I just said, oh, look at that. It's late. I got to go to work.
I don't blame you.
That's
do not
interesting.
blame you.
I've never been in the situation where I'm making out with someone and been like, I mean, I've been where I'm like, oh man, I'm not the best down there right now, but I've never thought this is the appropriate time for me to stop and then go manscape right now. Yeah, or you keep it quiet.
Here's the thing, though. Not when she's, like, in the waiting room. Like, she's there.
That's true. Did he actually say
funny.
the words, let me make it nice for you before he did it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wonder if he's tried that before and it's worked.
Oh, God.
I'd love to ask him that. Kelly, aren't you curious?
No, not really.
That's too bad because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Like, that's really why?
I'm sorry. I mean, but that was really weird. I mean, who says that?
It's not that weird. What's wrong with me making sure I'm good for you? I'm looking out for you. I did it for you.
Well, not when I'm standing there ready to go.
I just figured you would appreciate that. I mean, do you like it messy?
In the future, when you're making out with a girl, don't stop her to go get your manscape off.
I normally take care of it, but I've been so busy with moving.
I hate that when I'm busy with other things and then don't have time to manscape. Why not just tough it out at that point and go, all right, this girl, we're going to do stuff. It's not the best right now, but just go ahead and power through.
Jubal, if that's how you think, you obviously don't get many girls.
Or no, you know, maybe you're right. I just, hey, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
No, I was moving. I didn't even expect to meet a girl, and Kelly shows up just ready to go.
But, I mean, Matt, think about it. If the tables were turned and Kelly said, just wait a minute, and you heard a razor go in 5 minutes, like...
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know what, Matt? I actually really would, too. Honestly, I really would. Yeah, if a girl was like, hang on, I'm going to go take care of some things and I'll be back. As a guy, I would think that would be great.
Yes.
See, that's what I mean. I was just trying to be respectful. Kelly, maybe the timing wasn't the best, but you got to admit, it was a nice gesture. And if you think about it, it's kind of thoughtful.
It really actually is.
It's like flowers,
Yeah.
really.
He comes back out, shows her. She's like, oh,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And it's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm not that talented.
I mean, you guys wanted me to be honest.
Yeah,
so
no.
I just figured I would tell you what happened.
Thank you very much for being honest. It's an amazing story. I would like to ask if you will go on a second date with Matt, though. I will pay for it.
he'll be ready.
Yeah, trust me. Matt, before you go on a date with Kelly, would you be manscaped before, right, if you knew it was a date?
Everything is done. I manscaped and my apartment is clean.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Kelly. You heard that. He's all ready to go. His apartment is clean. Everything is clean.
Oh, gross.
Oh, my God. I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but okay.
You'll do it? You'll go out with him again.
I will give him one more chance.
Honestly, I'm excited. I think we have a
Hey, we've already had too much information here, Matt. I don't need to know all that, okay?
Hello,
I was looking for Camden.
this is Camden.
Camden, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. You're a radio show?
I am a person who has feelings and hair. I'm not a radio show,
I can confirm he has
but
hair.
I do work on a radio show, yes.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. Well, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out why. And you recently met a dude named Josh at a charity auction.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Josh sent us an email. He told us about the evening you hung out. Not all the details, although if you're down to share all the details, I'd love to know. But he told us about hanging out with you, and he says that, you know, the next morning after you guys hooked up and everything, you rushed him out of the house and haven't talked to him since, and he's wondering why.
Oh, my God. He seriously called you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Should it be obvious to him why you're not calling him back?
You'd think, but I don't know. You don't really know people, I guess, until you've spent the night with them, and then you learn a lot, and it was just bad, and I don't know. That's such a good question. If he knows why, I don't want to talk to him anymore. And if he doesn't, that's almost scarier than if he did.
Okay.
Whoa.
So do you mind telling us then? Because if he doesn't know, he should probably know, right?
I mean, it's so personal, but I just don't. He did something that even if we had been like married for decades, is something I would still not do myself, and I would sure hope whoever I was with wouldn't do it either.
Wait, he did it when you guys were in the throes of passion?
No. It was after we were together.
What did he do?
God, it's so gross.
Really?
He went into the bathroom after we were done, and he didn't close the door.
What?
Like, he was just in there, like, doing his business. Like, and we're not talking number one, okay? We're talking...
Ew.
Wait, he sat down for a toozy with the door open?
He most definitely did.
Ew.
And I could hear and see and, yes, smell everything that was happening.
Oh,
Totally disgusting. I just met this person, and we were on, like, a first date, first staying the night moment.
Yeah.
And he immediately reverts to this behavior. So just absolutely the most unromantic, gross thing. And then it got worse because he did not wash his hands afterwards. And I
Oh, really?
Come on.
Did you tell him to
Yes.
get back into that bathroom? Go back to that sink right now.
You just wiped.
I was shocked. And I know he didn't wash his hands because I was just like, from my bed, I can see my bathroom.
Oh, that's
Dude.
disgusting.
That might be worse than the
I'm gonna
actual
tell you,
act.
you don't even do that when you're married, okay? We keep the door shut during that business.
I would hope not. And then he wanted to cuddle with me. Like, he wanted to touch me with his bacteria-laden hands.
You wait, poop fingers?
Is that when you rushed him out of the house?
Well, you know what? I feel like I was actually pretty kind that I didn't just, like, leap out of bed and say, get out right now. Like,
Yeah.
I let him stay, but I mean, God, I felt like I was just sleeping next to some giant animal or something, and I just...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
I
can see
couldn't
why.
wait for him to leave the next day. I told him that I was running late for something and just got him out of there as fast as I could.
He could have just forgot to wash his hands.
I have been drunk and remembered to
Yeah.
wash my hands. Like, this is a habit.
Yeah,
The
and either way, I
smells.
mean, the
Oh.
hand washing aside, too, to do that with the door open when you guys just met. I know some couples out there are like, we're so close, we do it on each other. That's how close we are. But for a lot of people, that's one thing you should hide from each other. Close the door when you go to the bathroom.
Little privacy.
I mean, it's not like he's a horrible human being or something. I mean, it's just, I don't know how
Thank you, Camden.
possibly...
I appreciate you telling me I'm not a horrible person. After all that, I kind of feel like it.
Oh.
Wow.
Who is this?
Oh, Camden, that's Josh.
Hi.
He's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
I'm an animal?
Are you kidding me? He's been on the phone this whole time?
Yeah, he has. Apparently, he couldn't wait until we brought him into the conversation either.
But this,
Oh, my God.
don't feel bad. This is stuff that he needs to learn about, Camden.
Oh, my
Not
God.
that big of a deal.
Whoa.
It's completely
not a big-
natural.
It's what?
Everyone goes to the bathroom. We just were intimate with each other.
Josh, I didn't say you
That's
couldn't go to the
what
bathroom.
it is.
I don't need to witness it. And the whole, what's with the not washing your hands?
My hands weren't dirty.
What?
What?
Did you not wipe?
No, I know how to wipe myself
Oh,
and not
my
get
God.
my hands dirty while doing it. There's a
Oh,
barrier
okay.
there.
Josh, I
Oh.
thought for sure you were going to come on this phone and apologize profusely and say, oh my God, I forgot, or oh my God, I realized once I was already halfway through it that I hadn't shut the door and I didn't know what to do. Like,
Okay, well, no, I do apologize if Camden, you felt, kind of bombarded by that and were disgusted by that. I am sorry that you felt that way. That was the way I was raised. My family, we all, everyone poo-poos. And we would just poo-poo with the door open. It was never a big deal.
Did you just say
did it naturally?
poo-poo?
Yeah.
Did you just call it poo-poo?
Yeah, everybody poo-poos.
I kind of like it now. Like, I don't know, Josh, the way you put it and you put it in those words, I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's just a
God,
poo-poo.
It sounds like the title of one of my toddler's potty training books.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. Does your toddler wash his hands after he goes potty?
Absolutely.
Okay, forget the hand washing thing. That's something that can change, sure. But like Camden, I wouldn't have a problem watching you poo-poo.
Why do you keep saying it like that, Josh?
That is never going to happen,
cold.
okay? Not only because I wouldn't, but because I don't think we're going to see each other again.
Oh, no.
Seriously? Because of a little poo-poo, you don't want to see me again?
Yeah, seriously, Josh, because of that, okay? I mean, no decent person would be okay with someone like taking a crap in front of him, all right? That is just how it is.
Josh, is there any way that you could change? Like you could be okay shutting the door while going to the bathroom?
Honestly, I just thought it would show her how comfortable I was with her. I mean, our conversation was so nice and so comfortable. Like, I don't mean to scare you with this language, but like it did kind of feel like we were like an old married couple, the way we just kind of conversed and, had a good time talking.
Well, I think you fast-forwarded the relationship pretty far, and let's just fast-forward it to when maybe one of us is dead. And, like, we're not together anymore.
Camden, you literally can't come back from this. I mean, you really liked this guy all the way up until that moment. Like, what if he promises to never do it again and to always shut the door in your presence?
Because I kind of am worried about what else is going to come out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like that he really is just like, look, this is just how it is. This is how my family is. Like, what other things do they do? Do they, like, drink off the milk carton right out of the fridge? Like, I mean, what other habits are going to unfold in this scenario? And then he's going to just be like, what? That's how it is. That's what people do.
Well, I don't drink out of the milk carton. I use glass. I put glasses on top of the dishwasher, plates on the bottom. That's industry standard.
And you can close the door while you go to the bathroom. You should add that to your list.
Absolutely. If Camden, if you give me another chance, I will close the door when I go to the bathroom.
All right. Camden, would you like to go on a second date with Josh? We will pay for it.
Come on. I'm actually
He promises to close the door.
God,
You guys could go over all of your, like, boundary stuff on the next date.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome date. Just discussing what you will and won't have in your life. Yeah.
I gotta say, I feel like we've already been through a therapy session. This, to me, it just might have been too much too soon. I think it killed all potential romance.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't really unsee or unhear what happened.
You're absolutely right, and this is, for me, Josh, you're not a terrible guy. I don't think that. I kind of feel like maybe find someone else who's got the same kind of relaxed standards around those things as you do, and you'll be happier.
Well,
I'm really sorry to hear that, but you're probably right.
Sorry, Josh, no second date for you, but thank you both for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And before we let you go, Josh, can you just tell me what you call it one more time?
You mean the poo-poo?
Yes, the poo-poo. Thank you.
Hello?
All right, may I speak to James?
Yeah, this is James.
James, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know? Have you heard the show before? Or
I don't think so. I'm sorry. This is a radio show?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Well, you could listen once in a while. That'd be cool. But other than that, we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. So we got an email from a girl named Louise. Yeah. I'm going to say you probably remember going out with Louise.
I do remember going out with Louise.
Yeah. And she told us about your date. She says that it wasn't the best representation of who she is. And she wanted to not only apologize, but say she really liked going out with you and would love to get another opportunity.
So she's doing it on a radio show?
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like she doesn't make the best decisions, but we do a lot of these.
And she said that you wouldn't answer her phone calls. Like, she had tried to text you and apologize, but she got desperate, basically.
Yeah, I've been just trying to avoid that whole situation.
Yeah, I can understand that. She did tell us about your date. I would love to hear from your words, though. What'd you think of Louise?
I kind of felt bad for her.
Oh, really? Why?
You know, like maybe she needed more than I could give her.
What do you mean?
Right now in my life.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like,
I don't know what her situation is, which is why I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I don't want to misrepresent her.
What do you mean what her situation is?
Okay, so I show up to brunch and I like a brunch date because it's a lot less pressure and it's during the day.
Uh-huh.
You get to sort of see people when they're just being normal. And so she shows up and she looks like she has not gone to sleep. She basically didn't go to sleep all night.
Yeah. Right.
She smelled very strongly of alcohol, and she was pretty disheveled. And I don't think people need to dress up for a brunch date, but I can't really explain it. But it was like the farthest away from being dressed up you could possibly be.
The farthest away?
Like she barely put on clothes?
Yeah, I mean, no, she had clothes on, but it looked like maybe she had them on for a couple of days.
Okay.
All right.
Your first impression was not a good one, is what
It
you're
was
saying.
not a good one. So we were having brunch, and she's just in a bad mood, it seems. Like she's arguing with me about stuff and kind of put me on the defense. And so it was just kind of awkward. And then when the food came, she just scarfed it down in silence.
Oh, man.
So then we sort of just decided that was it and walked out, and we went our separate ways. And I saw her walk around the side of the restaurant and throw up in a trash can.
Oh,
God.
It's not a good look usually.
Yeah, that's the lasting impression.
And, well, that's not it. And then she got into the back seat of a car with no one else in it. And I think just like laid down in the back seat of a car.
What?
And so that's why I was like, does she live in her car?
Maybe that was her house. Yeah, her house was just parked in the parking lot of the restaurant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm trying to be sensitive about it, because I don't know if she is homeless.
You actually think she's homeless? I thought you were just like making an analogy or something.
I mean, the evidence just kept piling up. I mean, I think she might actually be homeless.
Yeah, pretty much what you described sounds like a homeless person.
Right.
You know, if she was arguing with an imaginary friend, then you could be sure she was homeless. But what you described does sound like a homeless person.
Scarfing the food down? Like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Just a bad attitude, angry, smelly, dirty, and then sleeping in her car.
Yeah, it's like I don't judge her. We've all got our problems in our lives. I feel like I can't help somebody through a situation like that before even knowing them, romantically at all. So I feel like it's like it was a little too much for me.
Well, and how do you explain that to someone? Like, do you say like, "Hey, I don't want to date you because you're homeless"?
Exactly.
Like...
Because, and I should have said something, but I didn't because I just didn't really know what to say.
I think it's good you didn't.
Well, I don't know if she's got a home or not, but she does have a cell phone. And I know that because she's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. Really?
Yep. Louise, are you still there?
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Like, I have had the worst time listening to this. It's amazing. Like,
oh, my God, Louise, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were on the other line.
Are you serious? Did you honestly thought I was a homeless person?
Listen, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to sort of out you like that. I didn't know if you have people who you know who don't know.
No, like, I'm serious. I'm not. Like, I swear, I'm not homeless.
Look, I know people have a hard time admitting it. I get that, but I am not judging you.
No, listen to me. I am not homeless. Like, you're borderline rude now. I went out the night before with my girlfriend. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I was trying to pull it together. So I showed up. I was hungover. Yes, it was really bad. But, okay, yes, I threw up on the side of the restaurant because I wasn't feeling good. And then I went, I took a nap in the back of my car for a few hours.
You just took a nap right there in the parking lot.
That's a hangover.
It was bad. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging. I've been there before.
Yeah.
James, do you believe her? Like, I can't believe that we've gotten to a point where she's trying to argue that she does, in fact, have a home.
Well, you can understand sort of my concerns because you didn't tell me any of this. You just sort of showed up, and the way you were eating your food, you were eating it like you hadn't eaten in a couple of weeks. And that was surprising.
Honestly, I just wanted to stop arguing. So I ate and didn't want to talk. I ate a little too fast. Obviously, you know that, I threw it up because I ate way too fast.
And I wouldn't judge a woman's eating style, homeless or not. Just saying, James, for the future.
Yeah, it's just from my perspective, you have to understand that I think anyone would have seen what I saw based on how you showed up and the way you argued with me and the way you ate and the way you threw up and the way you slept in your car.
Please, have you ever had like a bad day? Like it was just a bad day.
I get it now. It's been hard to unpack the whole thing, I guess.
Look, I'm really sorry I showed up the way that I did. It was not my best at all. I just didn't want to cancel on you. It was totally last minute. You were going to be mad at me if I canceled on you.
Yeah, that does make sense. I wish you would have said something and we could have rescheduled,
Looking back on it, I really wish that's it.
At least you guys are on the same page for one thing.
How about this, James? Would you like to go out with Louise on a second date? We will pay for it.
What is that laugh? Oh my God!
I mean, if you want to sponsor a date, I would love to.
Well, I think Louise might need it sponsoring something, but we don't know for sure yet until you go on another date with her. So that's a yes, Louise. If you can clean it up for at least one day.
I promise I won't go out the night before.
Congratulations, Louise. You got your second date.
Thanks. I'm sorry that I showed up looking like a crazy person.
Nah, not crazy. Homeless. Difference. I mean, a lot of times they're the same, but, in this case, different.
Yeah. I don't want to be be rude to any homeless people.
They're not listening. It's fine.